All right, welcome back to the channel. Today, making some chicken pot pie. Love chicken pot pie. Here's my ingredients. It's got a whole chicken and celery, mushrooms, heavy whipping cream, carrots, and some peas. But of course, I'll have a list of descriptions and measurements in the description box. All right, welcome back to the channel, folks. You saw it, chicken pot pie. I'm gonna go over some of my ingredients. We're gonna have a cup of celery, a cup of mushrooms, a cup of carrots, and a cup of onions. And I have some frozen peas that I'm gonna add later. That'll be about a cup. And I got some rotisserie chicken from Safeway and just pretty much broke it down, took all the meat off the whole thing, left a nice carcass, and just cut everything up as far as the meat. And this is what we have, you know, simple ingredients here. All right, so we're starting on medium high right now. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna add 6 tablespoons of butter. Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna end up making a roux. So you're gonna let that melt. I know it seems like a lot. We're gonna let that melt down. Move that around like so. The butter is melted, so now we're gonna add some better than bouillon chicken base, about 2 teaspoons, and we'll go ahead and mix that around. Get that incorporated with that butter. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and add my carrots, because carrots take the longest to soften up, so I want to get those in first. Then once those start to soften up after about 10 minutes, you go ahead and add the rest of your vegetables, minus the peas. I'm gonna go ahead and get those softened. Then we're gonna season it up a little bit. I'm using garlic and some Danos. I saw that Danos on all the social media, so I had to try it out. Not bad. I'm always giving those seasonings a try that I see on social media. Never know what you might find. Gotta be open. Okay, now everything's softened up. Now you wanna add your flour. So you're gonna make a little roux here, right? So you're gonna cook this flour for about 3 to 4 minutes until the raw flour taste gets cooked off. I decided to add a little bit of parsley. You know, that's optional. Go ahead and mix that around. Once I cook the raw flour off, now I'm gonna add 4 cups of chicken broth here. This whole carton is 4 cups. So I'm gonna add this whole thing here. I'm gonna turn my heat up to about medium high. Start to mix it around, loosen it up. After a while, this is what you get, that nice creamy feeling right there. Look at that, man. Now I'm adding my chicken, mix that around, get it nice, incorporated, and then the peas. Now when the peas go in, I turn it up a little bit because the peas are frozen, so you know I want to make sure I don't lose too much temperature. And then I'm going to add I added a whole cup of heavy whipping cream, because again I'm making 2, so all of it will be split in half, the measurements. Go ahead and mix that around. Let that simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll move on to getting our crust ready. You can see 2 pie crusts come per box. So if you're making 1, you just need 1 box. But like I said, I'm making 2. So as you can see, I'm getting my rolling station ready. I'm getting the flour here. I might have used too much flour, but I just want to make sure that my pie wouldn't rip. So that's why I use a whole lot of flour. All right, so we're rolling it out now. Roll it out probably about 14 inches in diameter. It's a guesstimate, you know. I just want to make sure I have enough to more than cover my pie bowl. As you can see, I want to have some access on it. And you know, I'm gently tucking the bottom so that it's flush. And then I'm going to cut the access off and leave maybe about 1 inch or so around. And I'll show you why when I end up getting to the top crust. So now that that's done, I'm gonna say you want to really wait to add your filling. Wait till it has really cooled off, because you don't want to burn and have it tear your pie crust. So I waited. Maybe could have waited a little longer, but you know. So I went ahead and filled up the filling. Now it's time to move on to the top pie crust. Same as before. Get it floured up, roll it out big, and now we're gonna put it on top. And there's a technique to this, and I tried to put it on as even as possible. And I did the same thing, leaving some excess, cutting it off. Now for this part, you want to reach underneath to the bottom one, as you can see. Then you want to tuck the top one underneath it, so you're almost making like a pouch, right? And then you press it firmly to make sure that it's stuck together and it bakes together. Now, I did my best. I'm not the best when it comes to baking, so just bear with me, but I'm trying to make it look presentable. I mean, I did a halfway decent job, but again, I'm not really into pastries and stuff. Next, you want to cut a hole in the top of the pie crust. And this is important because when it's cooking, you want to be able to let that steam release, or your pie crust is going to parachute up. All right, so yeah, I'm just cutting a little Z in there because my last name starts with a Z. Next, lastly, you want to put some egg wash on here. Looks real good. This egg wash is going to help with browning the top, and you'll get that nice flaky pie crust. Once that's done, you're going to throw it in the oven at about 350 for 25 minutes, and you're going to watch the pie crust, and there it is. Look at that nice pie crust, brown. Man, I may have got a little bit on the edge, but I ain't mad. I probably should have waited to cut it, but this is what it looks like fresh out. This is piping hot. I mean piping hot, but it's definitely worth it, man. This is really good. Definitely encourage you to try it. Thank you for watching the channel. Smacking Eats does it again. Smacking food made easy. Hope you like it.